Basketball Show. It is episode 45. I'm Ola.
I'm Paige.
HD.
HD in the building, in the cut.
He's here.
He's here. How are you?
I'm all right. It's been a week.
It's been a week.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I feel like there's been a lot of like little things going on in the community that we've been seeing, which is really lovely. But also
a lot of basketball.
But also making me ask questions that I think we need to talk about.
Oh, come on. Let's go.
Let's go. The W.
We're going straight into it, yeah?
Let's go straight into it.
Cool. So game 2 happened. By the time this comes out, game 3 will be done, but we'll talk about our predictions and everything as normal. So game 2, yeah. To me, Lainey Hamilton, that's all it is.
It was her game.
She saved them and they still played really, really good. But yeah. Lainey Hamilton, you see what happens when you extend her minutes. They needed her on the court, and
let's actually check her minutes while you say that. Go on.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, she played amazing for me. That was the star girl. I'm excited for game 3. To be fair, see what adjustments the Lynx make.
31 minutes.
31 minutes.
Yeah, she had the second most minutes in the
game.
Yeah, in the game. After Stewie. What do you think about Stewie's performance? Oh, also, no, you know what? You tell me what you think, and then I'll give you the number by number comparison.
Okay, I'm pretty sure she took a lot of shots and she didn't make a lot of shots. Because that is what I remember. The thing is with Stewie, I love Stewie to death. I think on defense, it's so easy for her. She's so long, and I think players don't see that. I'm like, Courtney, why you literally just gave her the ball? But it's honestly because when you see a player like that, the court changes, your vision changes. So she definitely is a defensive threat. And when she was on offense, she can shoot the ball really well. She can get downhill. She makes smart moves. I think sometimes when she goes downhill too quick, she has to throw it up there. And she's
long enough to make that pass. She's
long enough. Yeah, she's long. But sometimes I feel like she's missing a second speed. It's either first speed or third speed.
Tell them again, because I feel like it's only in the situations where she stops, pivots, because her fadeaway jumper is very impressive for someone of her size. So then it's like actually that's what it showcases, that she can only do those two speeds: full speed, stop, and then react. But she can't do the slow downhill. And it's so obvious when you see it, and that's why I'm always a bit like pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't
she
have
don't
to shut
see
that
it.
up.
She feels like because she's so long. Also, I guess I can relate. Like when you're so long, you get down there, you feel like you can get that shot off.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes in, but sometimes the shot she gets off, I'm like, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
and
quite
I think
foolish.
And I think exactly, and I think with her length as well, it is. You're right actually, because I feel like I've got there was a player on my team that played very similar to Stewie, and I think in the majority of situations I could understand why she felt like she would get that shot off, but it is hard. Like as in, if you're going downhill at that speed, and you're now in a situation where you can only actually chuck it up from under yourself, then that is a very difficult shot to make, irrespective of how long your arms are.
Exactly.
And it's like, fair enough, you're not going to get blocked because you're the tallest person on the court,
right?
But it doesn't mean that it's a safe shot. There's a pass there. Take one more step and make the pass.
What were her stats?
So Stewie, she had a 38-minute game. I also want to call out the fact that there are 12 players on this team. 4 players did not play.
Oh wow!
So they played this game with 8 players. Yeah. Lainey actually had the 4th most minutes. I got that wrong. So she had 31 minutes.
Okay.
The difference in stats, Stewie. Oh, let's do who you think this is their stat. Okay.
Okay.
So between Stewie and Lainey, who had the most points? 21 or 20?
I think Lainey had 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. In 31 minutes, Stewie had 38 minutes.
Yeah.
So your question
the productivity.
about your question about productivity is very true. If we're looking at free percent, Lainey's at 66% and Stewie's at 40. Yeah.
It speaks for itself. Like do you know what? She shoots it because she knows she can make it. Like you're never gonna tell a shooter to not shoot.
Yeah.
I just think the shots. It was a short decision. Like they were very quick shots, and she could have passed the ball up. It wasn't end of clock or anything like that.
There was no need.
So we could have played a bit of basketball and get into something. But that being said, some of the stuff that New York Liberty got into were really good. They got some good plays out there. Yeah. So I give them the respect, but at the same time, like Nafisa, I feel bad for her. The fouls that were called on her were quite pathetic.
Yeah.
and I just didn't agree. At all. 100%. And I felt like that may have played with her. She couldn't even get into her game as much.
Because you got to be cautious. How many fouls you got her rest of the game? Stewie had the fourth best field goal percentage out of 8 players.
Oh.
5th.
Sabrina played pretty well, to be fair.
She had the most minutes. I think that's poor, man. Like, respectfully.
I agree with you. Yeah. I felt like she was, like, trashed that game, to be fair. Yeah. Like, say it how it is. That's going to be a hot take. But it's the fact that I know what she's capable of doing. And I just felt like that was she got the job done. Yeah. To me, she's still one of the best players in the country, in the W. Yeah. And I just felt like, it
wasn't her best.
It wasn't her best, but I quite enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
I wanted Lynx to get it, though.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like they needed that away for them to like have all of the venom for the rest of the series. But I guess it makes good TV, man. 1-1.
It does.
Yeah, so we shall see. But actually, we should give Stewie her flowers because her defensive stats are fantastic. So she had 8 rebounds, 7 steals, 1 block. Those are impressive numbers defensively. So she got it done.
Insane. Yeah, like she's by far like one of the greatest 2-way players ever. And I just felt like her one end wasn't as great. It wasn't equally balanced. Yeah. But at the end of the day,
based on what we've seen of her.
Yeah.
But no, she got it done definitely. And actually, if you could hold Minnesota to 66, it also showcases that it was a lot of that was her. So shout out to Stewie. But Lainey, that was your game. We want to see it again.
Shout out you. That was wicked to watch.
Yeah, it was the pull-up 3 for me.
That
was crazy. That was crazy.
I'm really watching the game. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you're in your bag. You said today, tonight, I am MVP. I love that for her.
Listen, let Jesus be Jesus. Yeah. That was led by God. Like, that was amazing to watch.
Yeah, we love it. We love to see it.
Shout out you, Lainey, man. You had the game, like, game 1 was definitely Courtney. Game 2, definitely Lainey.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to get game 3 that's going to, like, be the star?
I think it's going to be Sabrina.
You think Sabrina?
Yeah.
Sabrina, I think, okay, game 1 wasn't too impressed, but game 2, very impressed. Yeah. But, I mean, it's nothing new. Like, she's very, like, it's nothing new. Like, I know that she can do all of that, and when she does it, it does make me smile. And I'm like, this girl's amazing. She's like not even human. Yeah. But I hope she does get a shining game in game 3. But I still want the Lynx to win.
I think it could also be Jonquil Jones. You know.
I was fed up with her.
I mean, this game definitely, but I feel like like so in this situation here, I'm looking at who is going to play what minutes and so on, and I'm thinking if there is a way, because right now, the people that they're going to be concerned about are Sabrina, Lainey, and Stewie, right? Which means you have to feed the inside. So if Stewie can make that pass, Jonquil Jones could do something with it.
Yeah.
But that's if Stewie makes that pass, because she's the person that's going to be under threat.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what Lynx need to do is make something out of Smith, because when they pass ahead and she's like rim running, she's going to make that all every day. Like, she's really quick. She's like got it, goes up straight away. Something I guess like Angel Reese can take from. Like, she literally eyes on the basket, she's on it. Like, you know.
She knows where she is on the court.
She knows where she is on the court, and she knows when she needs to pass it and things. But definitely I feel like they need to utilize that more, get out in fast break and push the ball, and I feel like they'll be great.
Yeah. Comparatively, Minnesota, there was only one team, Lynx. There was only one player that didn't play.
Oh, so everyone got
minutes. Someone got 2 minutes. Oh, someone got 36. Oh, 2 people got 36 seconds. Understandably. Okay, yeah.
I mean, they had people in foul trouble, so I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's that part of the season. Some players just got to play their part on the bench, and that we get it.
Yeah.
But no, I want Nafisa. She needs to stand up. Like, I had enough now.
Yeah. We'll see.
But it's so funny because her and Brianna are literally like business partners. So imagine like the way them two play against each other is like, I can't imagine them going into a meeting like, hey girl, like Brianna be snitching on her saying she needs a tech and this, that, and the other. I'm like, no, it's insane.
I think that's one of the beauties of the W though. Like, I feel like you really see sisterhood at play in all elements.
I think their story itself is very beautiful. Huskies, senior, then freshman, role model, idolizing, in the W, business partners, kids together, growing together. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for 2035, 36.
Guys, everyone watches women's sports, so make sure you're watching the next game. Game 3 predictions.
Yeah, I think game 3 is gonna be. I think it's gonna be OT. To be fair, like game 1, I think they're both gonna be very.
Yeah, they're gonna come out the stalls out of the that horse racing term. They're gonna do that.
That one there, yeah. I definitely
out
do
the
feel
gates.
It. Out the gates.
Yeah.
That there we go. I definitely see. I think Courtney played good, but she missed a lot of shots. There was one. I think it was like 2 minutes left, and I swear to God, like they could not get a shot off, but they kept getting the rebound, and I was just like, man. So I just feel like they just need to make their shots, and then they'll be okay.
Yeah. So you're saying OT, but who's gonna take it?
Oh, I don't want it to be Liberty, but I think it is going to be Liberty.
Nah, I'm going for Lynx, man.
You're going for Lynx? I want it in my heart.
It's a home game.
Yeah, it is a home game.
It has to be Lynx.
Okay.
I think OT, you're right, but I think it has to be Lynx.
Okay. It's so hard to beat a team. Okay, I feel it.
Yeah, because I just think that after, like, we know that the New York crowd are probably, they've turned up the most outside of Iowa. Well, not Iowa. What team is that? Indiana. Lol. Outside of Fever, we know that New York fans have really turned up.
The Barclays Center looked amazing. Ellie was having her little like.
Bro, I feel like everyone watches women's sports for Ellie.
At this point,
she is a vibe. I follow her on Instagram.
My thing is, how are we talking about a mascot like this? I'm like, we need to step up our UK mascots because Ellie is like, I want Ellie's autograph.
Yeah. Ellie's a vibe. What Ellie's wearing, I want it.
Yeah.
Like, as in, is it like whatever, like, as in whatever bag she's carrying, I want the bag. Ellie's
she's in her bag.
Yeah.
How much do you think Ellie gets paid?
I hope she's getting paid well because
I think she's getting bank.
Yeah, she must be, man. But I mean, some of the players aren't getting bank because how much have they been saying, "Pay me what you owe me"? So hopefully Ellie isn't doing this for the love of the game.
Yeah.
But you can't, like, as in, she is probably like, what percentage of people follow New York Liberty just because of Ellie? Because I feel like there's people that don't even watch basketball that are just interested in Ellie's catwalk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did that. She really did that.
Okay, Ellie.
I really hope that under there is a man. Just as well. Just for the bands. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that would be so funny.
Yeah, Ellie is actually Elliot. And none of us
Elliot.
know. Shout out to Elliot, man.
Shout out to Elliot. Ellie's name is now Elliot on the Modern Bullshit.
We love it. Okay, so predictions. Okay, so you're saying
I got Liberty for this one.
Cool, I've got Lynx. We shall see.
Okay. In my heart, I do want Lynx, so I wouldn't be mad. But I do think Liberty have been playing a better game.
Yeah, definitely. Celtics season.
Celtics season. You deserve it.
Yeah, while we're talking about Celtics, actually, they have been blowing teams out of the water in this preseason.
Listen, it's bound to happen.
139 points. Is that what I saw? Not in overtime, by the way. Just regular time. 139 points. And Jason Tatum got a few threes.
Yeah, that jumper shot's been helping.
Yeah, he's been working on the jumper. We can see it.
I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but I'm not. I did feel like it's going to be a redemption tour, and it's not even the fact that they won clearly, and they are the favourites to win this year, of course, and rightly so. But I felt like the disrespect throughout the summer for some of their players, they're feeling like we're not a one and done. Do you get it? Yeah. Like, we're here to stay, and I respect it. And what I've been really impressed with is Kornet. Porzingis is out, and how he's been managing it. Yeah. I feel like that eases off Porzingis to recover how he needs to and not have to rush back. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see when the season actually starts and see if the teams adjust. But yeah, the tier compared to them and anyone else is there's a difference.
But do you feel like it's a little, I don't want to use the word immature, but like in vain, because like you're seeing other teams really not turn up to preseason like that, and actually you've got one player that's injured, and you're utilizing the other players. You're showing that you can. Yeah. But is there a need to be doing that in preseason? Like, just because you got something to prove? Like, because this is a theme, right? So we're saying against 76ers, it was 89-139. Fair enough. 76ers probably didn't have Embiid. I think they played the Bucks as well. And it was, again, another like 130. Oh no, against the Nuggets, 130 to 104 at the Abu Dhabi game. And it's like, like they're really putting the work in, but actually you're about to play 89 games.
Yeah.
So you really want to be doing that now.
That is true. I think that's just because they're not used to having Cornet play so many minutes also, and they're just trying to see
how it works,
how well they can do without Porzingis for a certain amount of time. I'm not saying that's right in what they're doing. Maybe they should calm it down as teams are calming it down during preseason. But I guess it's just like a test for them to see how well they can do, and the fact that they're doing really, really well and they're still in good shape and health, then I feel like it's an exciting season for them.
I guess speaking of people that are potentially using this as tests versus not, the Pistons beat the Suns.
The Pistons beat the Suns. You did tell me Devin Booker wasn't playing, so I'm not. Playing. I don't know how much because I was so impressed with Devin Booker in the Olympics.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel like he's the best role player ever. When he's doing his job, he's there, and people underrate his size. Like I genuinely feel like he's great. I want to see him back to being that great shooter also. But yeah, I don't feel like would he have given them 20? I mean, we've seen him give him 70, but it's just like, would he have given them 20? Like, I'm not too sure.
Is that what they needed? But I just think, I mean, it's nice to see. I feel like teams that have something to prove are really showing out. Like we've seen Pistons, they beat the Suns. I think Grizzlies beat Bulls. So we're seeing that teams that like, they got to get their act together are really taking this.
They're showing that they're, you know what?
Yeah, Wizards beat Raptors. Like
any predictions we make now, this is the fun of basketball. It's not going to translate in a couple months' time. It's so funny because we can get all excited. I still feel like I'm cemented in feeling OKC is going to be the best team to watch.
Why?
I just like them. Shay's there. Everyone's there. Like I just feel like they got a great defensive player there. I think the big they got there also is going to do great stuff. I just think everything just molds together well for them, and I really like their off season. Like Alex saying, like everything they've done in the off season it just makes sense to me, and I just feel like they were the smartest. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
still a Giannis fan.
But you're moving teams. It's okay. Let today be the day when you define it. Are you moving teams?
Okay. I'm going to be an OKC fan this season.
Okay.
But I'm a player fan also, so I'm also a Giannis fan. So by default, I will support the Bucks. That's a sympathetic support. But however, I still feel like the Bucks will be better this season compared to last, but that doesn't mean I'm still rooting for OKC to do bits.
Yeah. Same question for me. So I think I'm the same, man. I've always been a player fan. That's the only reason that I was at the Bucks.
Yeah.
I mock them as much as people mock them. But I really do feel like last season was like the turning point of our like it's gonna take us a long time to rebuild. So yeah, man, it's not for me this season. So I am torn between the Knicks and the Timberwolves.
Are you?
And I feel like, obviously we can talk about that game, but I'm torn between them because I feel like Timberwolves last season were the team, and this is why I was so passionate about that question in terms of who won that trade.
Yeah.
Like Timberwolves for me were the team that could actually take it against the Celtics. Yeah. And making that trade, I don't think it's actually about Cat. I think it's just about chemistry. And I think that's what we saw in that game. And all season, last season, we saw Brunson just continuous. I don't even think he was proving us wrong. I just think he was like showcasing that he was somebody
he's been doing this.
That we just didn't realize he was. Do you know what I mean? And so as soon as we started seeing that, this guy could really be somebody, all of a sudden it changed our whole perception of the Knicks team.
For me, it was the season before.
Oh, really?
Postseason again. Yeah. But it was the season before. I was like, Jalen Brunson's a flipping baller.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like now watching that game between I guess highlights watching that game, I do think they won. Now I'm torn.
You feel like the Knicks won?
I feel like the Knicks won the game, but I also think they won the trade. Like,
you think
and now
so?
I'm sitting here thinking that like what you've taken away from the Timberwolves is chemistry, and what you've added to the Knicks is capacity.
I can understand that. I think that trade was more to do with finances more than anything. Kind of flipping expensive, but I do feel like it's more to do with the money, and I feel like I'm still rooting for the Timberwolves. I do feel like it was a good trade on both ends still. I don't see one being greater than the other still, but I feel like like as soon as I heard it, I did feel like Knicks 100% won. But now that I let it sink in, it's been like 2 weeks now. I feel like it's just not that bad of a trade. Do you know what I mean?
I think Cat might become the player that we all thought he could be, because now
he deserves that. Yeah,
because Rudy's not there.
Yeah,
because I feel like when you were watching the highlights, like fair enough, he was pulling up and he was taking threes, and we always knew he could. But I think it's also the respect that comes with the fact that he is there and people will give him the ball. Like I don't feel like that would happen as much at the Timberwolves as it will happen with the Knicks. Like I actually think that is an option. They're gonna build into their plays for a free. It isn't gonna be like a take a few steps out because Rudy can get the rebound kind of vibe. So we might see the best of Cat.
Best of Cat. Ovi, what are you saying?
Yeah, let us know. Cat's biggest hater in a different way, but yeah.
Anthony Edwards said when his contract's done, he wants to be reunited with Cat again.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like when his contract's up, where do you think he should go?
Where should AE go?
Bucks. Come to the Bucks. Bring Cat. Could you? Oh, that would be beautiful. But I don't actually know if AE could play with Giannis, because I feel
they're both very high personalities.
Yeah, I feel like that might be a bit much.
You know, I just don't see him anywhere else apart from where he is.
Maybe he should go to his father's team. He should go to Bulls.
Oh.
They could. I mean, wherever he goes, I feel like he has the ability to rebuild teams.
Yeah.
I feel like wherever AE goes, they could build a team around him and it would be strong.
I mean, we're talking about someone who's potentially the face of the NBA in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Him, Victor Wembanyama. Like, I mean, I do feel like wherever he goes, he will have that impact straight away, which is great to have. Like, everyone needs that sort of player. I'm just interested when it comes down to AE, when he actually gets old. Like, I just want to know what his perspective of the game is going to be, because he has so much chat whilst he's young, which we love because we love a bit of attitude and stuff. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Do you feel like that is his real persona, or do you feel like he's acting up now? Because I feel like everything around the marketing of him is making him this, like, I am an, like, ATL boy through and through. I say it how it is. Like, believe that. Like, all the marketing is that. You got kids saying it in the marketing. Like, I feel like because of that, he actually has to be that persona now.
So do you feel like it was one statement which has now, like, carried over to be like, oh, you have to continue with this.
This is your brand. Because I feel like when he was playing against the Suns, and we saw him and Durant, that exchange, like,
that was beautiful.
That was beautiful, innit? And it was like you were watching him and his, like, maybe his uncle play. That's what it felt like. That's how he would treat in the game. And I feel like there was one situation where he crossed him up and pulled up for a free, and as he was like backpedaling, he was like, old ass, like he said it. Sorry guys, N-word. But and I meant that with a GGA. But he said that, and he was like backpedaling as he said that, and I just thought to myself, like, this interaction, it got spun out of control, and obviously people were like, oh, he's got so much attitude, but I actually just saw the joy in it.
I don't see nothing but joy. Do you know what I mean? It is fun, but I'm excited to see when he actually gets old, and then there's new. Yeah,
who's gonna be the person that does it to him?
Yeah, that's the excitement of it. It's just like, boy, you know.
Yeah, but it's true. Like, I also am excited to see, like, face-offs when everyone is playing in their prime. Like when we have Jar back playing in his prime against AE, I want to see those face-offs. Like, I'm excited to see how the players react to it. Like,
the NBA is coming back, and we can't wait.
We
cannot wait. It's been a great year of basketball, man.
Yeah, it really has.
Oh my gosh, we cannot wait for this season. Hall of Fame.
Vince Carter.
So okay, we haven't really got to dig into the Hall of Fame as of yet. We're in a whole different time zone. However, one thing we can't ignore is Vince Carter and the giant he is in basketball.
I've got a like plywood cutout of Vince Carter.
You're joking.
In my room. Yeah, like, remember when they used to do like global games in the UK?
Yeah.
Sometimes they would also do like exhibitions. And they did one it was somewhere on the Jubilee line further than Stratford. Because I remember that there was no buses that day.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there was no trains that day. I had to get bus. Maybe it was in Wembley. I think I had to get replacement bus. That's how you know I was a kid, because I'll never do that as an adult. What a joke. But I got the replacement bus and then missed everything because obviously the bus was late. And then we got there and they still had all of the plywood cutouts around, right? So they had Dwayne Wade. That was the one that I wanted to take. But he was like this. And I took it off and then security came. So I had to run in it because I'm not going to be running with some guy like this. So then I came back. Someone else had taken Dwayne Wade. So I was like, well, Vince Carter's next. Took Vince Carter.
What was he doing?
So he was just standing there like this.
Sick.
So that was easier to get on the train. I got
Yeah.
on the tube, and then there was some drunk people on the tube that were trying to take pictures with him, and I was like, give him back.
Yeah,
I
he's
couldn't-
mine.
Yeah, he's mad. I couldn't get him all the way home, so I had to leave him at church. I had to go to church, drop him at church, and get on the train the next day to church to come and bring him back. But yeah, I've still got that plywood cut out of Vince Carter.
That's it.
Yeah, man. I should have taken him first, to be honest, but he is an absolute goat. Like,
He is.
the only player to have played in 4 decades.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I just don't
Insane.
even know.
And be dunking in his final decade. In his 4th decade, man was still dunking.
Do you know what's crazy? Like, was it early 2000s when he did that windmill?
Yeah, it probably was like 2004, I'm going to say.
I don't know. But when we put this up, we'll show you a clip of what I'm talking about. But that is probably the best moment for me. When it comes down to Vince Carter, I just think of that and I'm like, well, you're really insane.
Yeah. Like, I think like to be I also think it showcases a real love for the game to be a sort of silent giant in every team. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not, like, obviously he's older, so social media isn't really his vibe. He's not in and around in the news like that, but actually he has been more than a role player in every team without having to talk about it. And I just think that, like, yeah, you got to rate him, man. He deserves that Hall of Fame.
Mad respect.
Yeah.
All the flowers.
All the flowers.
We need you on the show.
Yeah, that's it. And we need you in the organization. Like, you can't just go and
disappear
and come to games. Like, we need you talking. Like, I want to hear
advocate.
Like, I want to hear the Vince Carter take, because I feel like he has a story to tell that people need to hear.
Yeah, and I want to hear what he thinks of today's game.
Yeah,
like, I would very much rather hear that than Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, and Ben Simmons.
Oh, you know, I thought we were gonna get through today without mentioning Ben Simmons.
Nah, man.
You're gonna be known for this.
Is he injured yet?
Oh, don't say that. Touch wood. Don't wish that
it's
on
rude.
someone.
It's rude. I take it back.
Guys, let's take a break. We're at Spotify Studios, and they have like these interesting snacks.
Interesting is the right word.
So I'm just making sure there's no pork in this because I don't do the swine. So hold on. Okay, yeah, no pork. So this is gently dried chewy dragon fruit. Are you excited?
I like the fact that it's chewy and it's not going to disintegrate, because I feel like everything we eat here just melts in your mouth in a very odd way.
Like bubble.
Yeah, bubbles. Yeah, and then it will now, like, if you get that in your teeth, it's bubbling in
Yeah.
your teeth. It's odd, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the fact you can't even make this.
Yeah. Guys, we
Oh.
like test the snacks the same way we're testing the
It
snacks.
looks very weird. HD, we got one for you also. We're all gonna try it together.
Why is it that shit?
I don't know why. I thought it was gonna
Bruh,
be chewy.
This is
but
giving
What's
Chris.
this about?
I mean, I think it will be. Look at the texture. Should we okay, let's rate the texture. What are you saying?
Oh, it is a bit bendy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure about this.
So what is it? Is it like dried dragon fruit? What is it?
It is.
Because it looks like they sliced it.
Yeah,
like a crisp.
gently dried chewy dragon fruit.
What makes it gently dried?
This is by Kuki.
Yeah. What happens when it's not gently? Anyway.
I guess we won't be able to bend it.
Yeah.
Like, maybe.
Okay, let's give it a go.
But what do you think the process is to make it gently done? Like,
Yeah,
is it made
exactly.
with love?
Or maybe
Leave it
you
out in
ju-
the sun.
Yeah. Or maybe you do it on a lower temperature for longer. Slow
Oh my
cooked.
gosh. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, let's
Let's
take
go.
3, 2. Do you like it?
It tastes like earth,
It doesn't taste like anything.
but I'm getting soil.
It's not for me.
You said I'm leaving that there?
Yeah, it tastes like plants.
Mm.
I can't do that. Do
It
you want my
doesn't-
bit?
No, I'm okay.
You seem like you're enjoying it.
I just don't want to put it on the table. But it's giving soil.
Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, it tastes like earthworm.
You know what earthworm tastes like?
No, but it just.
Only 72 calories, guys.
You know when blood tastes like metal, but I've never tasted metal. Like I don't know. Like
know what you mean.
Out of 10?
yeah, 2.
2.
We're gonna try these insane canes. Harry Kane, the football player, the one that some people hated in the summer, I guess. But we'll
I
have
feel
that
like everywhere
later.
Harry Kane goes, there's problems. That's the reason why people don't like him. It's like
Yeah.
he's cursed.
Do you know who I really like? Cole Palmer.
You done the celebration first.
Trey Young did.
I believe that.
So,
too.
so Trey Young has the ice tray, right? And he's like this, and then Cole Palmer, because he's cold, like he's like this. Cole Palmer saying he made the celebration first, but Trey been had this. Palmer, as much as I love you, you're like the blackest white boy I've ever seen in my life, and I respect you. I think I actually fancy you, but I genuinely
everybody get her the number.
But no, I'm sorry, that is not yours. That was Trae Young's, and I don't really. I do rate Trae Young 100%, but some things he says he gets on my nerves. But he was absolutely right in saying that.
Trae Young is very annoying. He is, isn't it? Yeah.
He's like he reminds me of Devin Booker. He just annoys me. He's like Horrid Henry.
But I thought, that's a good comparison. But I feel like Devin Booker is like not that. I mean, he's been injured, so he's had like a difficult like
the journey's
time.
different.
Yeah, the journey's different. But like, as in maybe I don't want to put Ben Simmons energy on him, but it's given like like prove yourself before you talk about yourself. Yeah, vibes. But yeah, I guess.
I mean, my boy knows how to show love and pass the ball around, and it's this game crazy. So respect it. Excited for it this season. Yeah. I really want to see if like the Hawks actually
amount to anything. Respectfully.
Respectfully, because they got rid of Javonte Murray. I mean, I don't know why they had 2 point guards at the same time. Anyway, 2 like prolific point guards, but
maybe it was injury though.
Maybe it would, but I mean, we all know that Trae Young is not going to do anything. Damn, he won't even cut unless he has the ball in his hands. So I'm like, why are you having 2 point guards on at the same time? So maybe now that we get rid of him and then we keep Trae, and it's like, okay, Trae, are we gonna get back to being Trae? Your best is still yet to come. I think.
Yeah, a word.
So we'll see.
Someone else's best who's still yet to come, Bronny. Guys, can we talk about his numbers, please?
Go on.
I saw this the other day as well. So
hey,
if I'm honest, I don't know why we're paying so much attention to Bronny. As much as I love the fact the father, yeah. But this is not basketball.
Yeah. This is.
I hate that the media. Yeah, this is marketing. I hate that the media takes to this so much when there's actual basketball happening.
I was thinking this as well because I was like, you know what, like. I don't think that we're ever going to be in a position where this takes away from LeBron James's legacy. But I do think that the way the media are making it out is like, at some point in time, I don't think you're ever not going to have the dual narrative of how great this is for legacy versus what the hell is he doing on the court. Do you know what I mean? But to talk about the numbers, so he's plus minus through three preseason games is ranked, and this is the quote, dead last amongst the 494
I
players.
I saw that on the league alerts.
So far.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Sporting News is where I'm seeing
Sporting
this.
News.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got the worst plus minus score at minus 40. And you know what I think is like the thing that really highlighted this to me was that pass that LeBron could have made when he was open for the free and LeBron didn't make it. The pass, and I remember being
was that
like,
the first game?
Yeah, listen. I remember being like, "Oh, this does not bode well."
But he even came up like he didn't even want the ball, but he was damn near wide open, like window open, and I'm like, LeBron, literally, he's in his peripheral, and he's deciding,
It was
I'm
like
a crossover and I'm gonna shoot it. And I'm like, LeBron, you're not even a shooter lad. Do you know what I mean? But man still prepared to do that, then pass to his own son.
It honestly was giving, Steph Curry at the Olympics? I can see you, man, but no, I'm gonna shoot over 2 people because this is the better option.
This is it.
And that was what I was thinking, that like, raw, like your son is wide open. You've had however many years of wanting this to happen. This could have been his moment, and you went like, nah, actually.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. And in that moment, I thought, this is going to be this guy's season. That was the thing that I went, this is going to be this guy's season.
He's probably going to sit down the whole season. Yeah. I think he played like 6 minutes. I mean, like I said, the Lakers aren't even worth talking about. But I mean, JJ Redick, I think I kind of like what he's doing here.
Because LeBron is doing it.
Because LeBron is doing it. We've got a player coach here.
Yeah. That's it. You got a player coach.
I can't remember who it was that said they should send him to the G League just to develop him and then bring him back. But I can't remember who said that.
It would have been me.
They should have.
I would definitely have said that.
You would have said that, but they should have. He should have just stayed in college. As much as I love this for legacy and stuff, but for his own career and if he wants to be a professional basketball player, because after LeBron, retires. What is going to happen to Bronny? Do you know what I mean? The teams are going to be like, we don't want you.
Yeah. Honestly, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this in the gym, I think on Saturday, because I was just like, everyone is also like all season. People are probably going to think that I'm a LeBron hater, but I just think this is actually the worst decision for this guy's career. But I do think that maybe the only way that you can really come back for this, because he's not, I don't think he's going to have a great season. I could be proven wrong, but I do think the only way you come back from this is that you actually, at the point that LeBron retires, you also make this decision to go into the G League and say you want to develop yourself because you only did it for your dad, to play with your dad.
I respect
but you still want to be the better player. You need to take control of the narrative people are putting on you. He's got no other option.
Like, you're not a kid no more. Like, this is your life.
Because exactly, as soon as LeBron is gone, your life is going to be like, it's going to be marked by those minus 40s. Like, you don't want to be in a position where actually when trades come, you are not getting traded.
Exactly.
You actually need to take control of it, and I feel like that's his only option. If he doesn't get better, he has to. And
we're not saying he's not he's definitely a talented player. He's definitely like I'm excited to see how Bryce does and stuff like that. But yeah, he's definitely a talented player. But I just don't think he's league ready. And we've said it for like a year and a half. So I'm just like, it is what it is at this point. But do you know who I would be so excited to see as a father-son duo? I wish Melo was still in the game. I would love to see him and his son, because I love the way Melo and Lala are raising him, literally in the trenches. And I feel like he wants to be there. Like, he's literally having no shortcuts, no like...
He's playing like his daddy ain't Melo.
This is it, but that's the beauty of it. Man is literally in New York doing like what he's supposed to do. Like, he wants to get the grit of the game, and he don't want the glitz and glam. He wants to be in the trenches, and I rate it 100%. By far the most exciting player in high school. By far, excited to see where he's probably going to go Syracuse, but excited to see where he ends up. And yeah, I'm excited for this little boy, man.
Other people that I'm excited for are Juju.
Juju she's been great, man.
She's been great. Like, I feel like when she was in the State Farm adverts, I was like, thank goodness. Like, let's put some respect on her name. But she has just signed an historic Nike contract, so I actually think she's probably got the most extensive deal so far. So that means that it's reported right now, it's not confirmed, but like between shoe endorsement deals and so on, like, we're in a position where she is outmatched everything that's come before. So that's equally Caitlin Clark and Asia.
Yeah. And she's only how old? Like,
she could
19, 20. Like, I'm so excited for her. She's Juju Watkins. I can't wait to see USC play this season.
Yes.
College basketball is probably like so like fascinating because it's actual basketball, girls and boys. Do you know what I mean? They're not waiting for playoffs and stuff like that. They're playing hard every single game because they got scouts watching them every single game.
Exactly.
I remember playing against Tennessee and the WNBA scouts just sitting there, and I'm like, this is actually like real life. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to show up every single day. You can't take that for granted. So
there's a lot more light on them. These days.
Especially with, do you know what's so funny? I went to a summit. It's called Black in Sport. And it was really, really good. So they spoke about like fashion in sport. They spoke about making a viable business in sport. But ultimately they're Black people. So like that small majority and how much of their voice and what they have done and achieved is really, really good. And there's a guy called Daniel, sorry, I can't remember exactly what he did, but he was talking about the WNBA so much. And we're in London, the UK, a lot of people were talking about football. So I kind of like that. He not only was he talking about basketball, but he was directly talking about the W. Yeah. And he was talking about how like how many endorsements and how like the people in fashion have now realized like they used to feel like they were the shit, like they were on top of the world and no one comes close to them. But then you see these individual athletes that had more followers and more this, that, them, and they were like, wow, like I guess we kind of got to play a game here and we're actually the small person in the still right now. They're a single person, we're a whole brand. And so I guess like what he was saying it was because of the tunnel fits that has helped this grow. And I guess that's a good take, but I got to take it to college basketball. It all started with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, that showdown, and how that has grown the game at such a rapid pace. Do you know what I mean? Because it was growing anyway. But at the pace it did overnight, damn near, it was like, that is why I feel like single-handedly they have all this attention to them because of these two ladies. And of course, and then it brought eyes to the W to realize, wow, Asia's sick. Wow, this girl DT, she's been playing for that long and she can still get it off. She can still get a shot off.
Do threes against Steph Curry.
Sabrina, do you know what I mean? Like, it's been growing. So people are now respecting it and buying into, like, these girls are not only athletes, they're beautiful also. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm here for the fact that it starts with how the NIL deals have started in college, and even to the point where how college is set in America compared to the UK. Like, they got you know, they got NCAA, we have Bucks. Do you know what I mean? Respectfully, like, that's what it is. And that's where the difference is, because
Bucks is pants, man.
But I mean, I would walk into South Carolina and packed out. Do you know what I mean? And at the time, it would be more packed out than a WNBA game.
Yeah, and it's hard actually, because like, when you put it like that, it does make you think that is such a market. Like, in my head, like, obviously my business mind is going off. Like, how do you get the sports endorsements into something like Bucks? Where do you start? And probably it's like your Loughboroughs, your Lancasters, your sporting universities. That's probably where. That's probably where you go to start it off. But at the same time, you do need followers. Like, you need people to care about the sport that is being played. Like, the reality is that, like, like, lacrosse is great, but like, you don't actually, no one knows like lacrosse until
what
you
is
get
lacrosse?
That
with the stick,
one with a stick in the net. Like, no one knows.
Is
that
it hockey?
It's almost like hockey, but like it's literally got a stick in the net. You hold
Oh,
it up.
yeah, and
do you know what that sounds like? SpongeBob SquarePants jellyfish.
Yeah, basically.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. But like, that's a sport that, like, you don't really know about until you get to uni. And actually, like, in a world, like, how are you going to get an endorsement deal for that for a player? Do you know what I mean? And I mean, it goes back to the fact that we're a rugby and football country, and we really need to do more than that. Because what are the AUs really going to do? Like,
exactly.
How are they going to get those endorsement deals?
And today, it's not even like, we have so much leverage on social media. Our digital platforms carry itself. So you make your money like that as an individual person. Do you know what I mean? If you have a personality that's, you know, that's out there and shining or whatever, that already is going to bring someone to your game just like that. And I feel like that's what the W did. I mean, that's what these girls did in college. And so.
It's true. Yeah, man. I feel like Bucks need to learn from NUS. Because remember, like, NUS was actually, like, there was a point when we were younger and, like, we were getting, like, NUS cards and so on, we didn't really understand the brand. But as you get older, you realise how much they did. And now I feel like their marketing strategy is quite smart. But if Bucks had, like, an ounce of that, like, I feel like they could really make sports in the UK at a competitive level a lot more exciting, especially considering that NUS are the ones with the discounts.
Exactly.
Like, but anyway. But then NUS fell. What Uni Days then came and took over that?
Uni Days was amazing.
Yeah, like, NUS fell off and Uni Days came on.
True.
And that showcases that the only thing that we knew about NUS was about discounts, which means that their marketing wasn't as great as it could have been, because they did a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, they were the ones that they basically were the ones that ran all your student unions. Yeah, they were the ones that, like, all the student unions reported into.
It was before my time, but I have older siblings and stuff, so it's like I knew of. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah,
marketing is the way, man.
Marketing.
Gotta sell yourself.
I don't know if you noticed. There's a team that's changed their logo.
Who?
Oh, can we guess?
Yeah,
Oh, is it that? I saw this
in the NBA or W?
NBA.
I saw this, and in my head, I thought, are there now 31 teams? It's the one, like, it's buckets or something.
No, it's actually since they just changed their logo. I was noticed. I was like, wait, what's going on here?
Wait,
have a look.
The Clippers.
Have a look at it.
Open in photos.
Oh, but we knew that Clippers was changing their logo.
I didn't know that. I just noticed. I was like, wait, hold on.
Because that's why, like, remember, I was so annoyed about Paul George leaving, because I thought that what the Clippers were building was fantastic, as well as the stadium that they were building.
Yeah, I remember the stadium.
Yeah, and I think they changed it in line with when the new stadium is going to be launched. I feel like they're really, like, work, because their logo has, like, they had the boat on it at some point. And then they changed it, and now it's like, I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming that the sea goes round the LA or something like that.
Oh,
I didn't know that they put that Clippers thing at the bottom, but I remember the LAC thing before. I do
remember the LAC thing, but okay.
I'm a fan.
Are you?
I'm a fan because when they changed it to the LAC thing, I did think that, like, you have lost a bit of the actual Clippers,
Heritage?
like as in like if you really want to rival LA, you need to have a name that like people know. Like you need to be Clippers. You can't be LA. So I like the
Because
fact that
LA's like, who's supporting LA? Who?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Everyone's going to be thinking about Lakers. So to now be defined as Clippers, I think is definitely a strong brand.
I just don't like the way it looks. It's a
Yeah, I
bit too much. It's a bit messy.
Mhm.
Like, what the lines for? But I mean, that's just I'm a minimalist, so I feel like that's just a bit too much for me. But yeah.
I wonder what a clipper is. Maybe that's what the lines have got something to do. Because I assume a clipper must have something to do with that boat.
I just thought it was a big ass boat in the middle of the sea. I was thinking, what the hell is that? I was so confused where all of this came from.
I feel like clippers must be some sort of like maybe it's like a sea term. Like maybe it's like a like port. I don't know. I'm just calling out different words that have something to do with the sea. But yeah.
If you were a GM, so we had the GM survey, right? So let's see if you agree or disagree with their takes, the GM's takes. Like, supposedly these are the big bosses, yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah. So which team will win the 2025 NBA Finals?
Celtics.
I agree, Celtics, and 83% agreed on the Celtics. OKC is 13%, and then the Mavs are 3%. What's interesting is that Denver's not even up there, which I'm not shocked at, but I'm like, yeah, I feel like Denver, like you've literally taken all of Jokic's pieces, like you've dismantled the person.
Yeah, same as Wolves.
Yeah, no. The Wolves, I don't think is that deep.
But I feel like they deserved like 3% because if you think about it, if you're gonna give like if some people are gonna be voting Dallas have had the same come up story realistically in terms of the fact that like no one really expected it for them the season before and they came back and they really showed us that they could put the pieces together.
Yeah, I guess and I guess with the Mavs also, if we can get Luka in a better shape.
Doesn't look like it though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't know what it is about these Jordan athletes that just do what they want. The only
do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? The only serious person is
JT,
Jason Tatum. Like, we don't even rate him, but
it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Clay, like we know it's not prime Clay, but I'm not a Clay hater. I feel like you're not gonna get like mad defense out of him, but you're gonna get good offense, I guess. So that'd be interesting. But 3%, I think that makes sense. I'm not mad at that. I think this one, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, 83%. Who will win MVP?
Shy.
You think SGA? Yep, he wins with 40%. Luka at 30%. Joel Embiid at 7%.
Brother, like,
brother,
that's no way, man. No way.
And then,
he's out of his time. Like, there's no way. If Jokic isn't in there, if Giannis isn't in there,
that's insane.
And Embiid's name does not deserve to be in there. Like, how is he?
Why do you think he is in there? 7%. I mean, him, Jokic, and Tatum is all at 7%.
I would put Tatum over Embiid.
What happened to Anthony? Like, people not rating Anthony Edwards?
Oh, but MVP though, I feel like he needs about 2 more seasons.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm here for Shea, but do I think he? I think Luka's always up there and never gets it.
Yeah, because of shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
And defense. That's the reason he doesn't get it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's because of shape. Respectfully, Luka. Swear out.
Luka. No more bled cake.
Yeah. Put the beer down.
Okay, so
do you remember that clip of them taking the beer out of his hand?
Yeah. If you were to start a franchise today and could sign any player in the NBA, who would it be?
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna do it based on me wanting to rebuild someone's image. Cade Cunningham.
We are actually. I think
out
same.
Of that environment.
I think same for the same reasons as well.
Yeah, man. I want to see what he could do out of that environment.
He deserves to play great and be around great players.
Yeah, man. I want to see what he would do if he was at the Knicks. Actually, like obviously it would never happen, but I would love to see what would happen if he was at the Knicks.
It's actually this is just a story that hasn't really been told.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's upsetting. Like, it's upsetting.
People have Wemby 77%.
I like him at Spurs.
Yeah.
I mean, Wemby. I would have thought Wemby would have been 100%.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Young player, probably one of the best players at the moment. Like, I would have thought he would have been at 100%. They got SGA at 10%, Jokic at 10%, and Luka at 3%. Last year, no, AE's not there.
Wow.
I would have AE.
Yeah, I wonder if it's an attitude.
I think
thing.
it's. I don't really feel like he has an attitude. He has an attitude on the court.
But I wonder if GMs don't know enough about him to think.
Yeah,
that they couldn't handle him.
You gotta understand. GMs are normally pale, male, and stale, so it's kind of They're not even trying to like deal with that at all.
They said Atlanta. What? No. We heard about them, man.
He'd be having fun. I have been watching a bit of the starting five, and I'll be like, he's cool.
It's just fun.
Yeah, he's just cool people. I do feel like he needs to situate his baby mama drama, but yeah, respectfully. Okay, which player is most likely to have a breakout season?
This season.
Is the definition of breakout that it's like no one expected it? Okay, so it can't be like Brunson because we expect it at this point.
I don't know why. I think Josh Giddey in Bulls right now.
Okay.
You think
he's
so?
He's doing well right now. I think he might actually just flourish.
Come out, yeah.
He was doing well at OKC, but he was like, obviously, you got SGA and who else was there in OKC? But obviously he was kind of like outshined. I feel like
this gives him a chance to be in the limelight.
I feel like he's really gonna step up.
I'm trying to not say someone I want it to be and someone that it could actually.
Who do you want it to be? Ja.
Yeah. I did want it to be Ja. But I think
I want it to be Tyrese Maxey.
Oh yeah,
that's a good shout.
That's a good shout.
He's been very consistent every single year. He's been on the court. He gets better every single year. I think this is a year where he's with Paul, he's with Joel. Like
very good shout.
Yeah.
Good shout. Fox.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Sacramento. He deserves it also.
Yeah.
I would love that for him.
Yeah, it's when you said Maxey, that was actually,
Yeah,
Fox.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah.
Here they have Jalen Williams at 13%.
Oh, yeah, him. That's what I was talking about. Because
really?
Him and Shea.
Yeah.
They kind of outshine Josh Giddey. That's what I was like.
So now that gives him, with Josh Giddey not there, that gives him space. Yeah. Then they have Mobley from Cleveland at 10%, Ja Morant at 10%, Victor at Wemby at 10%, sorry. And then Cade, Ventura, and Miller.
Yeah, that's
at 7%. So that's really cool.
No one said Jordan.
Cade is a different one.
No one said Jordan.
I heard a lot about him in college, but like
who?
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham.
Yeah,
he was sick, you know.
Yeah, but like ever since he entered the NBA, it's like.
Why he entered a team that?
Man. Like they're not building anything around him. He's got no agency.
Right. I feel like Tyrese could have simply been in that same situation.
Yeah.
If Tyrese was on that team, and Fox could have been in that same situation. It was just so unfortunate for him. Whereas it's hard, you're entering the league and you're playing great or whatever, but you can't be the best player and you can't even. Do you know what I mean?
It's sort of a little bit like LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
But fair enough, he also got injured, but he actually went to the Hornets. I feel like if it wasn't for the injury, we would be saying the same thing about him that we're saying about Cade. He just now we don't have to talk about him because he wasn't playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Best point guard.
Ooh.
Steph Curry. Is he on the list? He is on the list. He is third at 23%.
Ooh. Higher or lower than Steph Curry?
I feel like Jalen Brunson might be up there.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah.
He is fourth at 10%.
10%.
Luka is first at
He's a point guard.
That's what I keep thinking. Why is he? He's not a PG.
He's not a point guard.
He plays point.
He does, but like,
no.
That's crazy.
That's when Kyrie is there. Like
exactly.
That's wild. That is beyond disrespectful. So, mate, Luka, you need to lose the weight. That's actually outrageous that people are saying that you're a point guard. That guy is a 4. That guy is a 4. It's just because he can't play defense.
Yeah.
He's a 4.
And 4's are meant to play.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
So what was it down as? Number 1?
Yeah, 37%.
What?
Shea at 30%.
Well, in what world is that
Luka
guy a point
over
guard?
Shea?
Have you not seen what Luka can actually do?
I understand it, but it's not his position.
That's just not his traditional position.
But I feel like this shows that the GMs care about offense more than defense.
Or I guess the potential to be, because if he really was a point guard, that whole team will be stacked different. They need Cat.
Yeah.
If he was a point guard.
Yeah.
But he's not. That's why everyone's
Luka
expecting...
ain't gonna like dunk it on people. Like he reminds me of.
He would give you a nice little post fadeaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he ain't like jumping out the gym. Do you know what I mean?
But that's his choice. As in, like, until he is jumping out of the gym, you cannot tell him that he's a point guard. Because fair enough, like, okay, like you can pull up, you can take it inside, yeah, you can pass, and you have the court vision, but the speed at which you are making the game run is the fundamental need of a point guard. Yeah. He is slowing the whole game down.
But that's his pace. But that's his pace. But still,
but that's ridiculous.
In the NBA,
like Kyrie, that's a fast guy.
Yeah.
You can't really I don't understand how he's number one. First of all, over Shea.
That's crazy. At least make him a wing. Do you know what I mean? Because then it's fair enough that you want to slow the game down, and actually you're LeBron. You've got enough ball control that you can bring it down the court if they give it to you. But you should never be the first option if you're going to slow the game down like that.
That is true. It is too slow. I mean, maybe that's the issues they have out there.
If that's what they think Luka is, a point guard. Well,
that's outrageous. Who even gave him his name? That all of them said, yeah, Luka. That's crazy. Like
37% of them.
Someone should have said he shouldn't be here.
Just as a point guard, not. No.
Before you guys take things out of context, Man is one of the best players in the NBA. We get that.
100%.
Yeah.
Without his defensive.
Imagine if he had the defense, he'll probably be above Jokic.
Yeah, and actually considering, the other thing he could have the defense if he was in the gym. It's a choice at the end of the day.
It is a choice. It is a choice.
It's a choice.
You choose.
Yeah.
You choose what you want to be great at.
Yeah.
Shooting guard. Best shooting guard.
Kyrie.
He is not on the list.
Booker?
Yeah, because no one likes him.
Devin Booker is second at
Booker.
Yeah.
Second at 23%.
I'm choosing Kyrie. No one likes Kyrie, so that's why no GM chose him.
I would choose Kyrie also.
Wait, hold on. Is Kevin Durant? He's not.
No, he's a PF.
He's a PF, but the Luka thing just threw me off.
You got your frazzles in it.
Yeah.
You can't even think.
Yeah, Giannis is a wing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, might as well be.
So at 1 we have Anthony Edwards at 33%.
Fair.
Cool.
And then we got Devin Booker second, and then we have Shea third, Steph Curry fourth, and Luka fifth.
Bro, they're gonna rate him all the way up until center, because apparently he plays every position.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
I feel like Drew Holiday can play every position.
Yeah, but he's not gonna give you points.
Yeah,
that's the only issue.
He's a great
I feel like he's the best
the best two-way player.
Yes.
To be fair, he does get to the bucket.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
If he did not show up on the offensive end in the finals, in that whole series, they would not have won.
But I get it. But I feel like I think
what he's known for is his defense.
Yeah, for you to be known as a two-player player, it doesn't have to be even.
Yeah,
but it needs to be effective on both ends. And I feel like
he showed that.
But it's not consistent.
So? It's not. But I feel like where he's had to just be like just play defense. Remember, he was on the Bucks where that was a defensive team at one stage or whatever. Yeah. So now it's like he's having the opportunity to show that he can actually. So maybe let's see it this year. Let's see if we can see something this year.
Yeah, fair.
That'd be interesting.
But I would say best two-way player right now is LeBron.
Oh, please, I'm sick of Tyler.
I would say Giannis, but
I mean, fair.
We
won't argue on this one. We won't argue on that one.
But I do feel like I think it would be Giannis in a world where he wasn't limited by Damian Lillard. In my opinion, I feel like Damian Lillard and him do not work together.
It's not working.
Yeah, I think his capacity is limited as a offensive player with Damian Lillard.
It's the second year, right?
Together. Yeah, it's the second year, and let's see what Doc does.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
To be fair,
it might have taken them 2 years just to get things rolling.
Because he's not going to do a high pick and roll. He's just not going to do it. Because
it's not going to be the game that everyone wants. Because he doesn't want to do the boring work.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I mean, the boring work gets you to the championship.
Did they play yesterday? Was it yesterday they played? I think. But yeah, I was seeing his highlights. Took like 3 steps from the free throw line, just put in. I was like, damn, how can you stop this?
Yeah, exactly.
This man is not a human.
And that's why you can't have him take a high pick and roll. True. It's not worth it, because then your only option is that he's getting the ball on the cut, And I don't remember ever seeing him be a cut player. I feel like he gets the ball, and then he drives. Like he'll bully you. Like he's not gonna be like he's not gonna be cutting. He's not a shooting guard. He's not gonna be like trying to beat you, or like he's not gonna do that. So yeah.
Best small forward.
I know Luka's in there.
Imagine
Luka's second.
I knew it.
This is gonna be like the Luka show.
Bro, I feel like we should just drop segments of us hating on Luka all throughout the year. I would put Luka in that position because we all know damn well, even though he's a 4, he's never going to play it. So that is one that I would actually give him.
KD?
No, KD's third at 17%.
He could do it.
Like,
but in a team where they have no bigs, he actually really should not be in that position.
JT is first at 47%.
Yeah, fair enough.
Respectfully, yeah. I respect that.
Yeah. He deserves that.
Power forward?
KD?
KD is second at 7%. Wow.
Oh, Giannis, of course.
Giannis first at 77%.
Yeah.
Best centre? This should be easy.
Nicola?
Yeah. It kind of goes in order. It goes, you got Jokic, you got Embiid, and you got Wemby.
Is AD in there?
It's just top 3 here, it says.
Yeah, AD doesn't deserve to be in there.
You're just saying that to wind her up.
Like I said, Bam over AD any day.
Yeah.
I actually think Bam would be better at the Lakers than AD is.
100%. Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So that's all we'll cover on that.
And both of them will be in LA. That's what we need.
Oh.
Gotta love their love.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Tell them again. Love it.
All right, so have another game segment for us. It's 3 seconds on the clock. You only have one player to give the ball to take the final shot. Who are you giving it to?
Steph Curry.
Wait. Let me get the list up. So we're going to go Jamal Murray or Kawhi Leonard.
Ooh, Kawhi.
Jamal's, I don't know if he's injured or not.
Okay, Kawhi Leonard.
I also think the pass has to be very specific for Jamal Murray.
Kawhi Leonard or Devin Booker?
Kawhi.
Yeah, you got to take the season player, man.
Okay.
Remember that shot when he was at Toronto?
Yeah. Kawhi Leonard or Jason Tatum?
Kawhi. This is healthy, right?
Kawhi, okay, cool. Kawhi Leonard or SGA?
SGA.
Kawhi.
Oh, why you want to disagree? You want Kawhi?
I just feel like his composure is phenomenal. Like,
is he playing yet?
Yeah, but we're talking healthy. Like,
okay,
healthy Kawhi over like the SGA that we've seen.
Healthy Kawhi at the moment is not better than SGA.
Prime. Yeah, I think if we're saying prime, we're saying
Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard or Luka?
Ooh.
I want to say Luka.
Yeah, I want to say Luka.
Luka or Steph Curry?
Steph.
I want to say Steph.
Yeah.
Steph or LeBron?
Steph
or KD?
Oof. KD.
Yeah, I agree.
You need all of the options, right? Because KD's
I want a slim Luka.
Yeah.
That's cool then.
Yeah.
KD's our winner.
Yeah, easy money sniper. We love that.
There we go. Guys, it's been a great episode. Yeah. Let us know what you think. I want to start doing like when you read us comments from online stuff.
Okay.
So guys, leave us comments on our TikTok, on our YouTube, on our Facebook, on our Twitter, and HD is gonna read it out and we're gonna respond to you.
Yeah. Talk to us. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Deuce.